Well, hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I want to welcome the one and the all of you, the kings, the queens, the in-betweens. Everybody is welcome here, and I won't judge you if you won't judge me, all right? Welcome. And we are going to talk about the final week of April, the 21st through the 27th. Let us talk about the card for the month. We have Vandinite, which is power. Pure unadulterated power, which means you've been experiencing all kinds of wonderful opportunities to swing it around and do your thing, right? Some of you have been doing it very well, and others of you have been stomping and roaring. You know who you are, you know what you're doing. It's up to you to decide if you're getting what you want from the interactivity of that situation, all right? So by all means, we have lots of ways of doing that sort of manifestation of power in our lives. We just have to decide what kind of outcome we want, right? So let's go ahead and look at these cards from the overview video. And if you haven't seen the playlist, go into the playlist and you can go back and get to the overview video, which will get you all the other things that happened before this. But if you're here now, it's probably just as well timed. Excellent. I have this section of the Alleyman's Tarot here that I've pre-programmed for you, and I'm going to go ahead and add these in, and we'll see what we get. All right. I don't read cards in reverse. That's why you'll see me flipping them around. Don't be alarmed. There are no bad cards. There are just lessons in the deck. So let's talk now about where you are, what's blocking you, and what your solution is. All right. So we start out this particular week talking about staying grounded, which was exactly what you were suggested to you for your private message from my better angels were saying, hey, you need to stay grounded all this week, all this month. But here we're saying it in plain English right now, stay grounded this week, all right? It's super important for you to not get too lofty, not get too full of yourself one way or the other. Not that you're prone to that sort of behavior, but you can definitely start to feel your oats on occasion. And we want you to just be cool as you're doing that, right? Okay? This is the Undaunted. This is a fantastic card, right? It's nice and shiny. And it speaks to me of perseverance and intensity, right? So this is you having a lot of perseverance and intensity right now. And not letting anything stand in your way, right? You're going to push through in a grounded way. You're going to push right through anything that's standing in your way, all right? I pity the fool for getting in your way. That's how that comes across for me. Interesting. And the battle. Oh my goodness. So you have the Undaunted and the battle. Okay. And this is in the positive side. This is in the what's going on this week. So there will be a confrontation of some sort. No one's going to scare you from this battle, and I really hope you're the bunny in the project, because the bunny wins. You may not be able to see that, but you'll see now that the wolf up here, while he's standing over the bunny, there's a knife in his head, right? Okay? So yeah, he is most definitely on the outs. So indeed, it has a real interesting connotation. I'm getting a real Seven of Swords kind of vibe right this second. I haven't had that before per se, but it really speaks to how are we using our power? How are we using it? Are we using it to our benefit? Are we using it to kill people so that we can dominate? Are we pushing ourselves around? What are we going to gain? Because there's those times when we push our power around, but then everybody around us hates us and they don't want to be around us anymore. So like, oh wow, maybe I shouldn't have pushed for that. And that's a true fact. It's something that happens. So we want to be clear and understanding of the fact that we don't want to create more trouble for ourselves than we need to, right? We want to stay on track. We want to stay on point, and everything is going to be great, okay? So choose your battles. Be careful how you fight. Leaving dead bodies around is going to get you arrested. That's not great. So indeed, be cautious how you handle it. You can be undaunted, but I want you to be careful with your undauntedness You can be strategic and undaunted, all right? So, stay grounded as you handle the situation, okay? Now then, this card here is talking about how in your personal relationships, it could be a partnership at home, a partnership in the business. There's not a lot of harmony. This harmony is blocked. So this could be someone that's helping you at work that you're trying to convince them about like something simple, like you really do need to clean the bathrooms in between sessions or whatever. Every 10 hours you really need to get in there and clean the bathrooms. But they may not want to hear that. They're like, but I've done 10 hours. I don't want to do that. It's interesting. There might be a happier solution in that particular situation. You'd be like, well, if you're not going to do it every 10 hours, then do it like in the morning when you first get here. So then that's a thing that we do as part of our setup, right? Finding a happy solution that gets the job done. You can be undaunted in getting the job done by someone else. That's awesome. Don't volunteer. But you're also not going to end up being so brutal that this person absolutely hates you with a passion. All right? There could be things that happen in that scenario that are larger projects that need more than one person to handle the situation. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And yes, you may not be in a harmonious situation, but you'll find happier solutions, all right? The Five of Mirrors. All right, so the Five of Mirrors is blocking you. This speaks to self-image and how we see ourselves. It may not be, it strikes me that this card is showing me that you are not seeing yourself in the best light. You are your worst enemy, and you are going to stand in your own way a little bit, and or have a little something to say to yourself. And I want you to remember that you're undaunted, and that it doesn't matter what the mirror says. The mirror is a liar sometimes. It will tell you things that maybe, yes, I have a fat mirror, okay? I have a fat mirror at home. And yes, that means that every time I look in there, it says things to me that I don't want to hear. I know that I have other mirrors that are less fat, and I go to see them on occasion just for the boost. But the truth is that the most obvious mirror I have is a fat mirror. It's a fat because it's a little bit curved. But that's something I know and I am aware of, and I pay attention to it on occasion. But the real deal is that it's not my favorite mirror. But yes, she has an unfavorite mirror, and she keeps looking in there, and it's telling her all kinds of unpleasant things about herself. So this is blocked, which is good news. We want you to know that your negative thinking about yourself is blocked. Yay! Sometimes it works out, and that's the good news. So now we have the Nine of Lids. The Nine of Lids is interesting, and it's also blocked. Nine of Lids, for me, comes across as pentacles a lot. So it speaks to, you've got plenty of finances, except for this problem here. See the person underneath it's like a barbecue pit. It's on fire, number one. So you're like burning money or something. And there's a guy under there. He's in the fire. That's terrible, right? You don't want to be the guy in the fire at all. You don't want to be burning money at all. So this speaks to me of, while you may have enough, like, ooh, there's money to burn, yay. Yeah, there's a real problem here. And I don't want you to be stuck in that situation where, oh, I'm the one getting burned in the fire. So this is blocked. It looks to me like this would be a sabotage of some sort in life. This could be understood better by saying, I got myself into a situation where I signed some forms, and now I'm on the hook for all this stuff, and I'm getting financially burned in this situation. Or I took in my car to the mechanic. He said it would only cost me $50 for this situation. I get there and there's like $350 worth of work done, and I have to deal with that, and I'm now on the hook for this stuff that I didn't even authorize per se, but it's already done, la la la. All that's blocked. So yeah, all that kind of potential drama, woo, this is a good placement for this dumb card, right? All the cards are good cards. Sorry. See, I'm just that way. Now then, our solution is fertility. Hello. Perfect. This is good news. I like this very much because over here we're having our battle, and we're being grounded, and we're being undaunted, right? And now fertility comes out to say, yes, with all these things happening, we can make things, we can create things. So you're in a place of creation. This is really straight up creation. Some of you will be creating babies, others will not. But so if that's not something you want to do, and you're of age and you can accidentally do that, be cautious. But yes, we are talking about how creation is on tap this particular week, and you will be in a I want you to think about ways to create better answers to situations like we were talking about before. We want you to have a creative vibe as you're working your way through some of this battle. We don't want to have this battle without having creative solutions, and creative solutions with our harmony situation, because that would be better. We have the Keeper of Swords, very much a Three of Swords vibe, right? The Keeper of Swords here is talking about how we manifest our power. Power. Yep, swords are power. Others call them mental cards. However it works for you. For me, it's always power. But the Three of Swords, the Keeper of Swords, speaks very much of you are going to be managing to stay in charge, right? This is half of what all of this here is all about, is you staying in charge and being the boss instead of being the one who has to go mop the floors, because you can delegate, and that's what you're supposed to be doing here, is delegating. You are the keeper of delegation, right? You don't have to do those things anymore. You did your fair share of that. But you also know how to talk to people to get things done, right? So use your fertility, use your gumption, use your undauntedness to speak sweetly and get things that you want taken care of. I think you can do all of those things. If any information comes to you that is beneficial for you, to create more power for you, you don't have to tell every gosh darn body about it, okay? You can keep some of that stuff to yourself. That is an important part of the plan, is to not share every little thing, because it may not be information that everybody needs to know yet, all right? So when that happens, keep it to yourself for now, all right? This here is the Page of Wands, all right? So there's new information about something that you will need to learn coming down the pike. I know we had the little Page of Wands that was the cat, right? Now we have this guy. He's a little old-timey, and I like that. It's nice. It speaks to good messages coming your way. I really see that it's part of your fertility. This is something you've been manifesting, new information that will benefit your situation. You've been working for it. I feel like you've been waiting for this message, and that's good news. I like that you're getting the good news you've been putting out there. Like I said, you were going to get more information that was empowering. It may also be educational, right? So you may, oh, I got into the class that I needed to do the thing, and da-da-da-da-da, right? So this will be information about your intellect getting better. Huzzah! I love that for you. Excellent. So this is an interesting week. I'm glad to see it for you. A lot of power play, but at the same time, you're going to come out on top. I hope. Some of you may have other issues, so that'll be what it is. Okay? Now let's go ahead. I can see you need a pocket full of rocks. Let's get you some rocks. All right, we have 5. Okay, sugilite, green apatite, clear quartz, malachite, ooh, and yellow or orange calcite. There we go. Dun dun dun. Alrighty then, let's see. I feel like these two are running side by side. Well, I want to put them like that. Isn't that crazy? Oh, and this one should go like this. Dun dun dun. Grounded. Alrighty. Okay, so let's talk about what we have here. We have clear quartz. It's always about clarity. It's always about adding energy, adding understanding, adding the capacity to comprehend and communicate clearly. I like that very much for you. And depending on its direction, if we point it towards your toes, if this is your head and this is your toes, which is how I've been doing it, it'll help keep you grounded. Yay, grounded. That's where we're at right there. I'll put it right there. Now, interestingly, we have 3 different third chakra stones. All right, we have the orange calcite adding new energy and vitality to the situation. So we want to bring more intensity to your third chakra, which is going to create new memories and clarity, but also clear away anything that's not supposed to be there. Put that over here because that's exactly what that one's all about. It's perfect. Now then, this is the healer. This is the green apatite, which is going to start healing away things that need to be healed and nurturing the third chakra and your memories and your points of view and through communication and such like that. So we're going to put that right here with the relationship right here. Well, good. Awesome. Now then, we have this malachite. Malachite, well, it takes things that are super deep and brings them right up. And they are frustrations and issues and stuff like that. And I can tell you that when you're working with that, this is because you are undaunted. Dun, dun, dun. Boy, it disappeared. So I'll put it right there. So yes, this is malachite and it's helping out with your undauntedness. Perfect. And of course we have sugilite, which is a third eye stone, and will help you with receiving information. And there it is, just like that. So she's going to be receiving the information from up high at her third eye right there, and indeed she'll be able to receive messages from her better angels. All right, so of course I'm going to go ahead and put these all back in my hand, and I'm going to set them down right here. There's no communication stone in your hand here today, so doesn't mean you're not communicating. It just means you should be communicating more clearly, if at all. All right, so think about your clear quartz for that. I'm going to leave these stones right here, and if you don't want to carry these stones, that's okay. But if you are carrying some stones, and maybe different stones, comment in the bottom and let me know what you're carrying, because I'm all into it. All right, and by all means, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, by all means do so. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here to please, and if you need any more information about which rock to carry for your particular situation, it might even be something completely different than what we pulled, by all means, let me know what you're thinking. Comment below, let me know, and I'll do my best to help you, okay? Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio, and we will talk next week about May. Yay! Thank you so much.